Morning YouTube, William here. I haven't posted anything in a while. I thought that I would just give a quick walkthrough of the shop once. Some of my subscribers were curious about the different machines that I had, and just thought I'd do a quick video about it. Purchased this from a man. He passed away. I purchased it from his widow. It's a LeBlond 14-inch lathe. Does everything I want it to do. Does have the power feed. I've got both chucks for it, a 3-jaw and a 4-jaw. It's a nice machine. Works great for what I need it to do. Everything in my shop has to be coated and coated and coated with oil, WD-40. I have had a lot of luck, and I did like hydraulic oil. It doesn't evaporate, and it's not as nasty as like 1540 Rotella or whatever I've got laying around the shop. I keep these little cheap toolboxes and I wheel them in and out. They're just like $100 toolboxes from Harbor Freight or Walmart. Like this one's just set up for just my lathe equipment and stuff, dial indicators, stuff like that. I just got from a local welding shop this Balding mill. It's a VBRP. And I like it. I've only done one thing with it so far, but I needed a mill for a long time, make motor mount slots and things like that, different various projects. There's no power feed for this, for my X or Y axis, but it does everything I need it to do. And once again, actually I just purchased this morning, $100 toolbox from Walmart. It was a little beat up around the bottom, but it's a $100 toolbox. I'll only use it once a week. Miller spot welder. Picked this up from a local high school. It had set up on top of their shop office for years. Didn't work when I bought it, and I sent it to Miller to have it worked on. Just needed new tongs, and it works good now. This is my pride and joy right here. I got this when I had the Wysong 1252 shear, and I'm actually up to a 1272 now because I needed to make cuts that were bigger than 52.5 inches. This will do 72.5 inches. And they actually gave me this machine when I bought my 1252. It came out of Colorado Springs, and it's just an awesome machine. You can see all these slugs down here. It's a turret punch. It's a Rotex turret punch, and I am not sure how I ever got along without it. It goes from, I think, 1/8 inch all the way up to 2 inch, and I think you can cut 12 gauge steel up to 3/4 of an inch or 1 inch holes. Just an awesome machine. Same place I got the lathe from. I got this small slip roller. It doesn't open like a normal slip roller, but it's handier than the powered one that I have. I only use the powered one when I'm doing like 12 gauge rolls. Have this Bailey Industrial 1272 finger brake. I can't really remember where we got this from, but a man was working for the U.S. government. He was building these 72-inch wide pans. The way he described it to me was like they were like a cookie sheet pan for like catching oil, or he didn't really tell me what they were for, but his work ended up stopping, and I purchased this. Got a fairly good deal on it. Once again, everything in my shop just rusts from the spring condensation, and you get those hot and cool nights. We can go over here to the Ellis bandsaw. This machine I absolutely love. When I got it, we were debating on whether or not to get a brand new machine, and for the money that I paid for this one, I could have got their smallest bandsaw. And I actually got, see if that'll focus, I got the Model 3000. This is the biggest they make, I believe, and I actually paid what I would have paid if I bought the smallest brand new one that they make. And absolutely love this thing. When I got it, it was cut and crookeder than a dog's hind leg. I had to change these bearings out, and I had to put a new cutting bed on it. This piece, new from Ellis. Everything was reasonable, and they really took care of me. They walked me right through every little problem that I had. And another thing, when I got this machine, they had the variable speed. Camera's doing all kinds of crazy. There, it's focusing. It had this variable speed motor, and they had it ran all the way up. It was running way too fast. Absolutely love the machine. It'll do like 18 inches long and 13.5 inches tall. So that's pretty handy to have, and you don't have to have the chop saw and everything, and it collects all the filings and the little chips right down in the bottom. And then I have just a drops bucket here whenever I get an odd piece that's left over. Huaisong 1272 with the computerized back gauge. Love the machine. Awesome setup. I got it from a man on eBay, and it was like new when I got it. It's got a little bit of rust on it now because it's in my non-climate controlled shop. But just an awesome machine. I don't think I would ever get away from Huaisong, and I absolutely love the back gauge. This machine is awesome because it does inches, millimeters, and fractions. I had my nephews over, and they don't know the thousandths like I do, so I actually had it set up for fractions on them, and right now it's at 7 inches after just hitting one button and start gauge. I got the long squaring arm for it, and it's definitely never done me wrong. I had to set it all up myself and zero the back gauge, and it was an interesting learning process. I enjoyed myself doing it, and get to cut all of my sheets of steel. And I think that'll conclude this shop tour. This is just a metalworking bay, small odds and ends stuff. Got a hydraulic press over there and a parts washer. But I think that'll do it for this shop, and hope to see you next time. Everybody have a nice day.